One of the issues front and center at the Oscars last night, all kinds of activism on stage, of course, the Me Too movement, first of all, and maybe, Amy, really the key moment, that defiant acceptance speech from Frances McDormand.
Yeah, Frances McDormand really stole the show in that moment with her call to action. She asked all the women nominated last night to literally take a stand in solidarity and fight for inclusivity. On Hollywood's biggest night, it was activism that took center stage.
So I'm hyperventilating a little bit. If I fall over, pick me up because I've got some things to say.
Best Actress Frances McDormand used her time at the microphone to honor every female nominee, but many viewers were left scratching their heads with her final words.
I have 2 words to leave with you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Inclusion rider.
Across the Twitter sphere, celebrities were quick to clarify. Actress and writer Whitney Cummings tweeting, "An inclusion rider is something actors put into their contracts to ensure gender and racial equality in hiring on movie sets." On the red carpet, black attire took a back seat to colors, but the Me Too and Time's Up movement still a big part of the night.
And you have a 10-year-old daughter, and have you explained to her what's going on and what this movement's all about?
Oh yes, she calls herself already a feminist, even before all this, you know. I really feel relieved that I know the new generations will have it easier.
The conversation continued on the stage, at times with humor.
The Academy, as you're no doubt aware, took action last year to expel Harvey Weinstein. You know, the only other person to be expelled from the Academy ever was a character actor named Carmine Corritti. In 2004, he was kicked out for sharing screeners. Carmine Corritti got the same punishment as Harvey Weinstein for giving his neighbor a copy of Seabiscuit on VHS.
Other times with a poignant nod to the victims.
Our voices joining together in a mighty chorus that is finally saying, "Time's up."
Oscar winner Common and singer Andra Day used their performance of Stand Up for Something, nominated for Best Original Song from the movie Marshall, to shine a light on activists fighting for change.
We stand up for the dreamers. We stand up for immigrants. We stand up against gun violence.
Common also taking a moment to call out the NRA.
We put up monuments for the feminists. Tell the NRA they in God's way.
Bringing the audience to their feet. And the Academy also devoting a segment to honoring diversity and equality in Hollywood, featuring female filmmakers and artists of color, urging underrepresented artists to seize the moment of these movements. Georgie, it was a powerful night.
We saw that last night. Let's bring Larry Hackett to talk more about it, our media expert, talking about bringing in different voices, different kinds of people. Now we all know or learned what inclusion rider means.
Exactly.
Thanks to Frances McDormand.
Yes, we do. I thought her speech was great. I mean, the first rule of storytelling, show, don't tell. When she had those women stand up in the audience and you could see who they were, it was very, very powerful. You know, the Oscars get slammed oftentimes for being kind of like, you know, people rolling down their limousine windows and scolding the rest of us on what to do. They actually have made it, they wove this in because it's about their industry and about what's going on with them, and to a larger degree, the general public. So I thought she did a very good job of making it about the people there in that room.
The bar pretty high for Jimmy Kimmel last night as well, and I think he succeeded by not making it about him and being very straight.
Completely right. And he said, you know, this is about positivity, and they really did do that. So it wasn't about, you know, there wasn't a lot of fury, there was a lot of serious feeling about it, and it was woven through the show. It wasn't there in the beginning, and then that was the end of it. Those little segments with Annabelle Esquior and Ashley Judd were very good. That film piece was terrific, and it was very thoughtful and not scolding. It was meaningful and I thought very important.
Where do the award shows go from here?
It's very tough. You know, I've said to many people, 2 things in this world need to be fixed: voting machines and award shows. So it's going to be hard. It's still a 3-hour slog, and they've done a good job of trying to fix that up. But it's tough. I mean, he made jokes about how the first, you know, awards show was 15 minutes long, and there were the jokes. I'm sure there are people out there wishing, you know what, maybe that should be something.
Somebody did win that jet ski. 37 seconds, right?
But overall, you know, before the award season began, we didn't know what to expect with all. And now it is culminated with the Oscars. Overall, what do you think?
Well, I thought they did a very good job. You know, remember with the Golden Globes, there was the Time Out movement and the black dresses. I think they did a good job with each show of kind of keeping the message up in the air and not making it old-fashioned. Look, it's always what we say every year. Now let's see what happens. Now let's see where are the meetings, what goes on, do the new films get made? The idea that only 11% of films are directed by women is incredible. Yeah. That's got to change. Let's see what the percentage is next year, and then you'll know if it was effective.
See about the action next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.